Number 1. We best love. It is not a simple thing to like someone, because many times we dare not say anything. If first place is the only way to make you see me, then I will never lose to you before you fall in love with me. Zhou Shui stared at the class report and saw Gao Shidai's name above him again. He didn't understand. He had always ranked second ever since Gao Shidai came into his life. For this reason, he was excited to go to college and parted ways. He hoped to never see Gao Shidai again. In college, he joined the swimming club and was revered by everyone. He was happily enjoying college life until Gao Shidai suddenly appeared at the swimming competition during their senior year. This made him wonder why Gao Shidai always followed him wherever he went. But little did he know that Gao Shidai had eyes for him and would never let him go. Number 2. Qin Porsche. The second son of a mafia boss, Qin Thorn, is fleeing from an enemy when he meets Porsche, an enterprising young bartender. Porsche agrees to help defend Qin from his attackers for a price. Porsche's martial arts skills impress, and spurred on by his father, Qin seeks to hire Porsche as one of his personal bodyguards. Porsche is opposed and rejects Qin's offer despite his attempts at intimidation. It isn't until Porsche's family home and his ability to care for his brother are threatened that he acquiesces and moves on to the Thorn property. It's not a smooth transition into the unorthodox, violent job, and his relationship with Qin vacillates between strained and playful. When his feelings for Qin take an unexpected turn, his work becomes even more high stakes. Number 3. Semantic Carer. Chu Sangwu is a junior computer science majoring student who prizes reason, rules, and a rigid sense of what is right above all else. As part of his university work, he is told to work on a group project for the liberal arts, whereby the group is required to make a final presentation in order to pass the module. But as the rest of the group, whom he knows nothing about, have decided to leave Qin to do all the work on his own, he decides to remove their names and make the presentation in his name. But little did he know that when he did this, he would deal a heavy blow to the academic prospects of a senior student named Zhang Jieyong. The latter, a design major, is Chu Sangwu's polar opposite. He is stylish, fun-loving, and above all extraordinarily popular. He is the closest thing the college has to a superstar. But when his credit for the liberal arts project is taken away, his grand plans to study abroad are suddenly thrown up in the air. He seeks out Chu Sangwu and is of a mind to torment him. But when the duo is forced to work together, a strange attraction starts to develop between them. Number 4. Manner of Death. Dr. Bunnicut is a medical examiner based at a provincial hospital. One day, after carrying out an autopsy on the body of a woman who had seemingly hanged herself, Dr. Bunnicut rules out suicide, as his findings point to homicide. His conclusion suddenly makes him the target of someone very powerful. When an anonymous man breaks into his house and threatens him to change his report to suicide, Dr. Bunnicut doesn't take this threat seriously. But all that changes when one of his friends, a prosecutor, suddenly disappears. Dr. Bunnicut quietly conducts his own investigation in order to get at the truth. All clues lead to one suspect, a man named Tan, who denies any involvement. Tan convinces Dr. Bunnicut to team up together in order to find the real murderer. Number 5. Not Me. Black and White are twins with a powerful connection. After their parents' separation, though White's father took him abroad, their family effectively severed in two. It isn't until 15 years have passed that White, now grown, returns to Thailand. One day, seemingly from nowhere, White feels an agony like death. He recovers in the hospital, but they're unable to determine the cause. Then he picks up a call from a childhood friend, Todd. Todd tells him that Black is in a coma following a vicious attack, and he learns that Black is in a motorcycle gang. Unable to endure the harm done to his brother in silence, and suspecting it was one of Black's close friends, Sean, Graham, or Yak, who betrayed him, White disguises himself as Black to root out the traitor. But White doesn't know his brother as well as he thought. He's not behaving like the Black Sean knows, distrustful and uncaring about the feelings of others. Sean's suspicious. The difference gets under Sean's skin and makes him feel things he shouldn't. Number 6. History 3. Trapped. The story of a police officer who becomes trapped in the underworld as he develops feelings for a gang leader. 4 years ago, a veteran caught and an elderly gangster were killed in a gunshot attack. The only survivor and the dead gangster's protege, the enigmatic and ruthless Tang Yi, is now the new gang leader who will stop at nothing to find the murderer and plans an elaborate trap to lure him out of hiding. Honest police officer Meng Xiaofei is obsessed with knowing the truth behind this case to avenge his mentor's death and spends all his spare time tracking Tang Yi and trying to find what he is up to. When Meng and Tang Yi are kidnapped together and forced to survive in a cold mountain, things start to change between them. Number 7. Thorn type. Type T-What is a handsome freshman with a passion for soccer and spicy food. Although he's a friendly boy, he hates gay people because, in his childhood, he was molested by a man. His life turns upside down when the new academic year of college brings along a charismatic roommate, Thorn Kiergan. Thorn is a gorgeous, compassionate music major who is also openly gay. When Type learns this, he is determined to make Thorn leave the dorm, as he won't live with a gay person. Thorn is equally determined not to give in to Type's homophobic tantrums, with a gay guy and a homophobic guy that have to share a small space together for the rest of the year. What can possibly be the outcome of their story? Hatred? Or maybe love? Number 8. Why are you? Tutor is said to be wise beyond his age and acts rationally, while Fighter is the emotional kind. They started having some animosity with each other but developed a close relationship right after. Saifa is a popular musician and is often engaged in acts of mischief while on. A Fi writer is shy yet stubborn. Due to a bet made with his sisters he starts writing Fi stories. But after being scolded by his parents for not studying properly, his writing is cut short. Later, when his friends tell him to steal ideas from his sister, he sees that his name is being used in her fiction along with his enemies, Saifa. Number 9. I told Sunset about you. Tae and Oh were best friends until a boiled line of reasoning turned them into rivals. Years later, as they're preparing for university admissions, both pursuing interests in the field of communication arts, the two meet in a Chinese language class. Their reunion awakens complicated and unstable feelings. Number 10. Sotis. The gear is one of the engineering mechanical devices in the cowheel system, as in a clock. Having one signifies that one is a student of the Faculty of Engineering. However, to get one, all engineering freshmen must first undergo the Sotis acronym for seniority, order, tradition, unity, and spirit system. Arthit, one of the third-year seniors, often abuses his power over the freshmen by making them do things against the rules. Freshman students are practically powerless to complain or resist any orders given by their seniors. Arthit was seemingly unstoppable until Compob stood up against the abuses of the former. Continual encounters between the two developed from animosity to something much more affectionate.